James Twin for the untouchable, true school sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. All right, Brendan Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm with the very explosive welterweight champion, Brian Norman Jr. Brian, first of all, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, bro.
And welcome to Japan. I never thought I'd meet you in Japan. I'd always assumed it would be in America because I've known a lot of people over the years, like Montavious Cash, Tay Jones, Nigel Lopez. So nice to finally meet you.
Nice to meet you, bro. I'm a world champion, so I'm everywhere.
Yeah, you're international now.
Big time.
Yeah. The fight's obviously a fight I'm very excited about. Before I even get to that, I kind of wanted you to get deep into the journey to get here, right? Because this is your 28th fight. Yeah, I know you did have Cameron Duncan as your manager, but coming from the South, I know there's not a lot of infrastructure or investment in boxing. So what's that road been like to get to this point?
It feels like it's a long road, but then I think on it, I'm only 24, so it's real deal, not a long road. So it's hard to real deal say how I feel about it, because in the grand scheme of things, I got here pretty fast. But like you said, there was a lot to go through. Like I was a camera duck and I was consistent doing my thing, but regarding, taking it to the next level, I didn't get that opportunity until top rank. And then you see, as soon as I got that, I started hitting the switch slowly but surely, and then I'm a whole champion at 23 years old.
Yeah, and now you're in a really interesting fight because a lot of fighters don't come to Japan to defend their title. What was the thought process for you from a fighter standpoint of coming to Japan to fight Jin Sasaki?
First thing before Jin, we were trying to see if we could get any other bigger fight. We got other two champions out there as well. We were trying to see if we could get any of those. None of those fights was able to get made at the time. So Jin Sasaki, as you seen after my last fight, he came and called us out personally. He came with a letter, and I said this is the best opportunity to be the real definition of a world champion. There's a whole lot of fighters now that, they win the belt, a world belt, and they want to go back home and just keep fighting there. Everybody want to be pampered and be babysitted right there where they at. So it's just like, come outside. Be the real definition of a world champion. Thinking back to the Thriller Manila, the Philippines, Muhammad Ali and George Foreman out there in Africa. You got to fight everywhere. That's why, boxing not as big as it used to be, because everybody get their belt, they want to hold it right here, high, duck and high. So it's like, no, I'm a world champion. I'm going to go out there and prove that. I don't care where I'm at or who hometown I'm in, I'm still the best. That's how I feel. I don't care where we are. When we step into those four corners, welcome to my home.
Okay. What do you feel makes you, what separates you from all the other guys in the welterweight division? Because I know the talk right now is Jaron Ennis this and Jaron Ennis that, but what makes Brian Norman the top of the food chain?
Straight up this right here, that mentality. People not crazy enough. Real deal. Look at this real quick. I want you to real deal look at this. Look at this right here.
Okay.
With both hands, the knuckles, everything about me. I dedicated my life to this sport since I was 7 years old. You feel me? You think anybody else is willing to go as far as I have done? Put themselves out there, be as vulnerable as I am? I am in Japan. I don't know these words.
Yeah.
I don't know these words, all right? But guess what? I'm out here. I'm smiling. I'm happy. I'm in the gym. I'm training with other fighters. I don't mind. I love being with the people. I love being out here. I am boxing. I love boxing. This is what I do. And I am going to be the one that take this boxing game back to what it originally was. Beat people up, go over here, travel over here, bring the whole world together to see straight up violence.
Okay. It is worth noting too, Mike Tyson did fight in Japan back in the day as well.
Exactly. So it's a whole lot of fights that we used to be a global sport. But like I said, now everybody want to just close in and lock it to the little corner and then wonder why boxing dead, why this fight ain't selling, why that fight ain't selling. We don't know you. You're not getting around, you're not getting out. I'm trying to get out.
Okay. Fair enough. As far as Jin Sasaki himself as a fighter, when you first heard the name Jin Sasaki and we watched him fight, what was your first impression of him?
Action? The boy about his action, straight up real deal. His record speed for us since 1901 was 17 knockouts, only 2 made it out alive. So just imagine that. So I love the attitude that he come with. I love the tenacity that he come with. So it's just like, you think you all of that. You believe in yourself. You got this whole city, your whole country behind you. Let me come over here and see what you're about. Let me show you why I'm still the world champion.
Okay. I know in your fight against Santillan, you had a very vicious performance because your back was against the wall, essentially. You had to fight for your career and reputation on that night. You have the reputation for being a knockout puncher, for being an aggressive fighter, but you feel like there's more in that toolbox people haven't seen from Brian Norman Jr.?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. It's just, I can't show y'all yet because these folks can't take it. Plain and simple, just like, for some reason, when I touch people, they fall. So I want to show y'all what I got. Hopefully I can one day. But for the time being, if I keep dropping you in one or 3 rounds, that's on you.
Okay. I know a lot. I know your focus is Jin, but I know a lot back in the States have been made of the whole Jaron Ennis fight. In a fight or two, right? When you develop some more after this fight, how do you?
I gotta wait to develop?
Huh?
Why do I gotta wait to develop?
Well, because you're gonna fight Jin, and you're gonna develop more from being out here in Japan. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So when you do fight Jaron Ennis, like, what kind of fight do you think that could be one day?
What you mean, like style-wise?
Style-wise, yeah.
I feel like it's going to be a fight. I feel like the tension is too high. Both of our styles, to where we clash with each other, regarding, even with him, he like fighting in the mid-range. I do as well. Sometimes he like fighting on the inside. And y'all know I love that as well. So I feel like no matter what, it's going to be an action-packed fight. It's going to be very entertaining, and he will go to sleep as well.
Okay, yeah, because there's been a lot of back and forth about, you guys sparring in Philly and all that, and I think it's a fight that we need in America at some point.
It's going to happen, regardless.
Yeah.
And then even with all the funded business Hearn was trying to make regarding, he knew I had a fight coming up with Jin Sasaki, and he said you can only sign a contract before I fight this fight. We can talk about this literally after that final bell, and they raised my hand up. Hey, Hearn, what's up? Let's talk. Let's negotiate. Let's go to the table. I don't need no more social media games. I don't need no more on the phone. We can sit right here in person and just talk it out right here.
And just get down to business.
Big time.
Okay. As far as like, your dad, right? I know your dad's senior. He's he had a really interesting career in the fight game. How do you feel your dad's helped you get to where you're at now in your career?
Like you just said, he was in the fight game himself, so we all know about the A side, B side,
correct,
fighting and things of that nature. He was on the B side. He was just, once again, like you said, there's no infrastructure in Georgia boxing or Southern boxing at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's no infrastructure in the Georgia boxing at all. So he had to come up in there. He had to just, matter of fact, my whole mentality of just straight hard work and determination, everything like that, I get that from him as well. So he been through that side of it, so I got the mentality of it, but also let's flip it around.
I'm sorry. I'll get my shoes. I left my shoes. Yeah, it's up there. It's up there. Sorry. Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So yeah, I get my whole mentality from my pops or whatever, but
yeah.
So now I got the mentality aspect of it, but also let's get the IQ of it. He been in the game for a long time. He's seen a lot of things. He's seen when boxing was boxing. He's seen the Roy Jones, the Floyd Mayweather. He's seen all of that. Then he came up watching loving Mike Tyson. He's seen all of that. So now, let's be real. The boxing game done got soft. We all know that the boxing game done got soft. People don't like contact no more. People trying to work everything, and they, once again, like I said, hiding belts in the corner, everything like that. So he keeping me grounded. He keeping me straight to the standpoint. Okay, this is what boxing real deal is. You can't change history. You can't change what the sport real deal is. It's about beating people up, not getting hit, but hitting others at the same time.
Correct.
It's about violence. You feel me? So James Tony, he'll sit right in your face, make you miss and make you pay. So that's his whole game plan. So like, he helped me out with literally like the business of boxing, the mental aspect of boxing, the IQ of boxing, literally every aspect of it.
Okay. Senior, I wanted to ask, because I asked him about you. Now I want you to talk the world about Brian Norman Jr. Like what kind of individual is your son?
Yeah, first and foremost, he really a good kid. That's
Yeah.
the first of all. He really is. He's a good kid. He's a good kid.
Gotta be a kid.
Excuse me. He's a good young man.
There you go.
These fighters these days worry about being a kid. He's a good young man. You know what I'm saying? He's a good young man. I'm proud of him. One of the main things that makes him a great young man. He's a great young man. one thing that made him a great young man is his ability to listen, his willingness, not ability, his willingness to listen and take heed to, like he just said, the historians, the history, what old heads, whatever you want to call us, say. You know what I'm saying? That's a tremendous feat that most young men these days don't do. Men, kids, they don't listen to older because they think they know everything. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Once they get to a certain point in life, they think, you know, it's whatever they want it to be. But that's not what it is. You should listen to your elders, listen to people who've been there before, listen to people who've seen it, because history tends to repeat itself. And the blueprint is already out there. You just got to go follow that blueprint, or look at the blueprint, look at where the, you know what I'm saying, look at where it's wrong, look at where it's right, and try to fit yourself in and insert yourself.
Okay. That's a great answer. I know back home in the States, I've seen you take a lot of criticism because you've been very vocal about the Jaron Ennis fight, and now you're here in Japan fighting Jin Sasaki. What do you make of the whole Jin Sasaki fight?
My thing is about the Jin Sasaki fight. First of all, let me say about the me taking a lot of criticism.
Yeah.
I take criticism just because I believe in my son. He take criticism because he believes in himself.
Correct.
That's really the only criticism we take.
Talk crazy.
Right, yeah, we don't talk crazy. I don't say anything outlandish. I give my opinions when my opinions are asked. My opinions just happen to be outlandish to what they believe in their opinion. That's
Correct.
all.
Correct.
That's the reason that I take so much flack, because it's like I'm crazy, I'm insane. But am I really crazy? Am I really insane? Which of course you have to be a little bit to be in this game, and allow my son to be in this game. But am I that crazy or deranged to believe what I believe when I raised the world champion from a fetus?
The ground up, yeah.
From the ground up.
Also, even deeper than that. Believing in yourself. That's all.
Mm.
That's literally all you're doing. All right, if I'm putting in all this work, why would I say that man is better than me? Why would I say?
It doesn't make sense.
Nah, he got it. I'ma lose.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
I'ma lose. I'm doing all this.
Because at that point, all your pain and preparation is going in vain.
So, am I supposed to just sit here and bow down because of what other people think? I'm supposed to sit here and just say, y'all say he gonna win. Y'all, let me go on.
When realistically, in my book, he really hasn't done anything or showed anything special to me.
Jaron Ennis.
Jaron
Yeah,
Ennis.
yeah, yeah.
I have more boxing knowledge than Jaron Ennis. I've been around boxing than Jaron Ennis. His father, I had more boxing experience than his father when it comes to being in the ring. I mean, what are we talking about? They hear that, they gonna hate that, but you can show the facts. His father had like 4 or 5 professional fights. I had 30, 31. You know what I mean?
You just fought a couple months ago.
Huh? I just fought a couple of months ago. So what are we talking about here? You get what I'm saying? His father, and again, this is not a dig. These are realities and these are just facts. But this is what people hate about me. He's talking trash. I'm not talking trash. I'm giving you.
Look it up.
You can look it up for yourself, and you can see if I'm lying. I'm not lying. I'm not downing it. I'm just saying why I believe and why I have the ability to say what I say. His sons, both of his sons, 2 of his sons fought at the same time I fought. Okay? His sons did become world champions. So that means he had the chance to become a world champion. But guess what I did? My first time up raising my son into a fight. He became a world champion.
First time.
The first time in 6 years.
Yeah.
Also, wait, because also even the criticism, people try to downplay who I am and my skill set and things of that nature. I just want to say 2 things. First thing first, I'm still undefeated. I just want y'all to realize that. I'm the youngest world champion right now in boxing. Think about that for a second. So you got that aspect to it. Also, even still, y'all see I'm getting better with each and every fight. Each and every fight, I'm only getting better and better and better. So how can y'all get mad at us for believing in ourselves? Just for believing in ourselves. Not saying he trash. I never said he trash. I still to this day. Look at that. He actually called me trash. Yeah, he really did call me trash.
I seen that. Yeah.
Look, guess what? I'm still gonna sit here with my. I'm such a good young man, like he said. I'm still gonna sit here with my respectful self, honorable self, and real self, and say, no, the boy's solid. He's champion for a reason. He know what he's doing. He cool. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm putting this work for a reason. I know I'm better than you.
And we've never, like he said, we've never called him trash. I pointed out some things that I see, and the reason when they ask me why do I think, I point them out. They think that's trash talk.
Pointing out flaws, because every fighter has them.
And not to mention some of the flaws I pointed out I see, they went back to the gym and fixed. I know you wouldn't know, but a couple of them I saw for a fact they went back and fixed. I wonder how that conversation went. But anyway, you know what I mean? These are true stories, you know what I mean? He does have flaws. All I was doing was point out flaws. That was talking trash. Like, what are we talking about? I never called a man trash. I never said these. I'm just telling you what I'm looking at. I'm telling you my boxing mind, my boxing mentality is above theirs and his father's and his, and we're here to prove it.
And I just want to say that we need more OGs in the game. The reason why I say that is they teach you about, like what he just said a minute ago. They give you the whole blueprint of everything, but also they give you confidence and belief in yourself. So, for example, I got him in my life. I got my father in my life, the barrier in my back. The only person that always, I'm gonna be real with you. I've been through this forever, since the amateurs. I'm talking about regarding everybody being against me. So I'm used to this. I don't care about what they got going on.
It's not new.
I've been used to this. I've been messing up people's plans forever also. So I'm used to this. So we need my OGs in the game because they also teach you to think for yourself. Just think about it. Social media got everybody in a hole. You know what I'm saying? So if this person thinks something, just because I don't want to be the oddball, I'm gonna think it too. Since I think it, matter of fact, since the two of us and one of you, if you think it, something wrong with you.
Yeah.
So you gonna join the team as well. And guess what? It spread like wildfire.
It's an echo chamber, pretty much.
So people don't really think for themselves. They just go with what's popular. You know what I'm saying? So actually, I just want to say this as well. I love Japan, and the reason being,
I was gonna ask about that, but
you don't see people out here trying to floss this or, you know what I'm saying, try to brag about that. It's a real deal about dignity and honor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They are real deal respectful about everything. You feel me? They not trying to be explosive and all in your face. Look at Madonna, but you see,
they ain't cutting you off in traffic. You know what I'm saying?
Look, we was outside. It was so quiet. And you know, we're from America, so we naturally talk loud.
Correct.
We had to love ourselves because we realized
we the loudest ones out.
Correct.
Look, over there, we just naturally ignorant. I'm gonna say ignorant. We just a whole lot more ignorant. You get what I'm saying? So think for yourself. Ignorant. That's all. That's all we doing. Am I wrong for believing in myself? I just kicked myself in the gym, and I just supposed to sit here and say that boy better than me. I'm waking up every single day, getting my miles in, doing this and doing that.
Sacrificing a lot.
And sacrificing a lot just to say, no, he got it. They said he better than me, so they got it.
When in reality, if you look at it, if you really want to break it down to a facts of the matter, he made it where he is faster than Jaron Ennis made it there. He fought in tougher situations.
Back against the wall.
And we're not talking about opinions. We're talking about tougher situations as far as other people's hometown. By fact and design, you can look it up for yourself.
Now, other people's countries.
Other people's countries. You can go look at the records where he was a heavy favorite or underdog. Jaron Ennis was always a heavy favorite. My son was the underdog. You know what I mean? Again, he's got where he was at 24 years old. Jaron Ennis publicly wasn't talking about $1 million deals.
But who is?
This 24-year-old kid, this 24-year-old kid, look, he's being talked about with him. Jaron Ennis was calling out Terrence Crawford, but they weren't even on the same hemisphere at that time.
And he actually had the opportunity and said no.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that though. They wasn't on, we're talking about facts though. They wasn't on the same hemisphere at that time. They wasn't on the same where, let's discuss this. People was looking like, you're too young, you this, you that. They're not
too young.
Well, guess what they're talking about with him though. That's a realistic fight. The actual champion. Yes, the champion can fight the champion. That's an absolute fact at 24. You feel what I'm saying?
Correct.
And also, like he said earlier, this ain't opinions. This is facts.
You can research this.
You mentioned him having $1 million deals. You don't have to give me an exact number, but is this fight a $1 million deal?
Yeah.
Straight.
Hold on, that's another thing. They was real deal. If you remember, once again, propaganda. These folks ain't thinking for themselves. So guess what? They took heed to that and said, you know what? He ain't nobody. But guess what? I just won the belt. Look how everything flipping just that quick. You get what I'm saying? Just that flip. Come back, knock somebody out with a jab. The same hand I had surgery with, knocked them out with a jab, Charlie. Now I'm coming back with a great deal in Japan.
Against a dangerous puncher.
You trying to tell me I ain't worth no money?
Yeah.
You trying to tell me I ain't worth
Against a puncher with a higher knockout ratio than Jaron Ennis.
So
He has a hot. Even look at that.
I know.
That's a fact. He has a knockout rating than Jaron Ennis. And also, let me say, the thing is how they was trying to, how the propaganda was working. You had Eddie Hearn talking about $100,000 and 100 this and that. Go research what Stanionis made against his last fight before he fought Jaron Ennis. And against somebody against every year, but he's not deserving. And then they end up paying Stanionis more than they paid my son, with less experience, less fights, less money.
Less
Boots had to take some money off his purse to compensate him.
Less popularity as well.
Not Boots. Stanionis.
Gabriel Maestro.
Oh, Maestro, yeah.
Are you talking about
Stanionis, I'm saying
Stanionis
Boots.
took,
Yeah.
and paid him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on.
But then also, even before that fight, who was a more popular name regarding fighting Boots? Me or Stanionis?
It was him.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
Yeah.
why he got? You say he got paid less than me on
got
mine.
paid?
Yeah, he got Stanionis.
Well, he got paid more than they offered you.
No, I'm talking about before the Boots.
Oh yeah, he got paid less.
Yeah, so he got
to fight.
paid less than me
Yeah.
the fight before, but for some reason he less popular, he less this, he less that. But for some reason y'all
They paid
offered him
him
a
more.
whole lot more, y'all gave him a whole lot more. Not only did y'all move the fight, y'all gave him a whole lot more. It's like, we all really did want that fight to happen.
Yeah, it's
So like I said, June 19th I fight. June 20th,
we
what's
talk.
up?
What's up?
Where you at?
Hello.
Well, that's good. That's good. I'm happy to hear that. I'm sure people will be happy to hear that you guys want that fight, and I know June 19th is going to be an explosive fight. So that's why I stayed in Japan long, because I was telling your son, I was here with Angelo Lee. I'm part of his team, and then now that's why I'm here to see you guys
I got all
fight.
my information from you.
Oh yeah.
I saw you on live after the fight.
Oh, okay.
I saw what was going on.
Okay, so you did-
I like to make sure. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm
Okay.
subscribed to you.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you seeing your.
Yeah, I like the. Yeah, you won't say nothing disrespectful, so we cool. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But I was watching it in particular. You remember we bring up Angelo Leo? They didn't want to talk about it. It was from him. So anyway, I heard some of the things you said, and I listened. It's okay, because like I said, the history is already written as far as what happened in Japan and with Stephen Fulton, and now with Angelo Leo.
Correct.
And I know that Angelo Leo just got a majority decision.
Mhm.
So if he got a majority decision in Japan, that's huge.
So they ain't go rounds.
I mean, but we ain't looking for the decision.
Correct.
We got the judge. I think that's from the jury. Let's see which one is it?
No, that's the jury.
That's the jury. This the judge, right? I'm trying to figure out which one was which.
Yeah.
Hey, they twins, so I get them mixed up sometimes. I have to look at the scar. I have to look at the individual scar. You're like a birthmark.
Yeah.
So I look at the individual scar and tell them apart. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, now we got the judge and the jury right here. So we weren't looking for that. Talk to Rachel
Donaire. Yeah. I know
Donaire,
Rachel.
You know,
Yeah.
I got insight from her about
Circle personally?
yeah. I got insight. And she called me. I got insight from her about a lot of things. So again, we taking heed to the people that's already been. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
But again, when it comes to the ring, it doesn't matter.
All the
about-
outside stuff.
It doesn't even matter.
That's a distraction, really.
That's a distraction.
Also,
Don't even matter.
since I see the way I am looked at in the boxing world, like I'm supposed to lose a whole lot of things. He want me to lose so bad. So even with the judges, we know they show favoritism sometimes. So even with that being said, I don't even want to leave it up to them. Well, I'm not leaving it up to
Judge
other
and
people.
jury. Yeah.
When I got this right here.
Fight not going to this.
Yeah, real. Like just think about it. Y'all put two fighters in the ring for a reason. Y'all
Correct.
trapped them and then closed them into a ring for a reason. Y'all want to see them two hash it out and find out who the better man.
Yeah, definitive
Not
outcome.
The judges.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that's my whole job. I got two hands for a reason.
Fight not
I'm
going
finna
to
use
this.
them.
Not
With Jin.
not going to
Yeah.
this.
Okay.
Well, hell, but neither one of them. But with Jin
Yeah.
right now, that's what we focused on. The fight not going to this.
Yeah. Okay. Because it's an explosive. I'm excited because I know both of y'all can punch.
Look
So.
at our two styles.
Not
It's
going
impossible
this.
to go to this.
Yeah. We ain't a Shoki Shikai. This ain't
No.
This ain't that. The fight not going to this.
Okay. Well, I know you guys want to get up and out of here. You want to go back home, or probably get some rest from training. But any final message to the boxing world y'all want to deliver?
I love y'all, boy. Plain and simple, I love y'all. Love Japan. Like real deal. This is the place to be. And if I can after this fight come back, I would definitely do it. But I love y'all. June 19th. Watch me do my thing.
Keep supporting the sport. We're trying to build the sport back up to what it used to be, to fighting around the world. We will go other places. We'll come back to Japan. And they want Hiraoka to move up to 147. We'll fight.
That's a great fight.
We'll fight.
Yeah.
We'll fight what? We'll fight Hiraoka at
Conor being in the
147. Conor being in the UK. We on wax. We on record. We on digital.
Manny Pacquiao, he's
Pacquiao,
back now all of a
and
sudden.
the
Like
Philippines, we'll fight whoever, because we want to be. We are world. He's a world champion. He's a world champion.
We do Thriller in Manila again.
Y'all got to think, the global stars are no more. The biggest event is the Olympics. The biggest spectacle, the biggest sporting event in the entire world is the Olympics. The Olympics is held in every country. It's held in different countries. Not every country, but it's held in different countries. It's not just held in just one corner of America. It's held in Beijing.
They change it all the time.
It changes all the time.
Georgia.
yeah,
And one time it
96.
was in Atlanta, Georgia. Right. And that's how huge it is to change the whole city forever.
And guess what? It's always packed.
Yes, it's
Every
always
single
bad.
time.
That's a global transition, and that's what's going on with boxing. That's going on with the people. Tokyo has the largest population in the world. City.
Yeah, for major cities.
For
Yeah,
major cities.
Yeah.
Yes,
I knew that. I knew that.
34 million people in Japan. That's the largest population. India is second, and one more. Shanghai, China is third. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's global. Nothing in America, even black people, when it comes to people of our 40 million people, black people in America. It's 34 million people in general in Tokyo. You know what I mean? Let's just put that together. We're talking about the whole America.
Versus
There are
that
40
city.
million black people versus one city with 34 million people in
You
general.
know that.
I did my
you came with the receipts today.
Wait, like we said earlier,
Look it up. I do my research. But yeah, again, fighters like George Foreman, fighters like Ali, fighters like Evander Holyfield, fighters like Mike Tyson, fighters like Marvin Hagler, fighters like Terry Hearn. I'm
Anthony
giving you these
Joshua.
names. Anthony Joshua,
Manny Pacquiao.
Alexander Usyk. Now in a way trying to transition. That's how you become a global
Also,
star.
those two names, Anthony Joshua anyway, Usyk, Tyson Fury.
Highest paid.
Right now, these
Highest
are current
paid.
fighters.
Highest paid.
They fight everywhere, but also they're the highest paid.
Highest paid.
They're the most famous. Right now. Well, guess what everybody else want to do? Going to the little
By
castle.
by tens and 20s of dividends. You talking about fighters making 1 million. These people making 140 million.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about?
So,
I think
Inoue just sold the Tokyo Dome, which is 56,000 seats.
I think that Turkey out of cheap, if he opens it up to the public, is going to help the world, the boxing world itself in general.
Yeah, he making fights
because
everywhere.
he's making fights everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Well, at least in Saudi, so he's bringing them across the
Now
world.
he had Terry Crawford fight in LA too.
But that's still in America. But I'm just saying,
I
like,
think
he
he
bringing
fight
them.
everywhere.
Yeah. So he's bringing them. You know, he transcended these guys. You know what I mean? Well, outside of that, you know, Anthony Joshua had to cross the waters. Like I said, Tyson Fury, highest paid. These people crossing the waters, and we want to do the same thing. That's how you make a global star. That's how you make a superstar. We're not trying to fight in our city all the time. That's what a homecoming is. When you have a homecoming artist, football team, basketball team, that's because they've been on the road,
They conquered the world.
conquer the world,
Then they come
make
back.
it thing, then they come back. Now everybody come in and show these people love.
Yeah.
That's why you have a homecoming. You know what I mean?
Also, I want to say this. I felt a little bad because Floyd, literally one of my favorite fighters.
And he never fought outside of it. He never fought outside the U.S.
Not even, yeah, that's
He fought
a
I think he might have fought in Mexico one time.
But-
Floyd Mayweather, the great Floyd
Like an
Mayweather.
exhibition though, not like an actual fight.
That's what I told him.
But no, not even that. It was a video with him and Anthony Joshua in it.
Oh, I know what video you're talking
I
about.
feel so
They had a
bad.
meet and greet, and then the
They just
people are
kept-
paying attention to
they
Anthony
didn't know who he
Joshua.
was.
Yeah, they just kept walking
Yeah, they
right
ain't know
past
who-
Floyd.
because they
And I'm
didn't
just
know who
like,
he was.
how y'all gonna walk? Y'all know who that is. But they don't
He's
know.
not a global star.
They don't know.
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah. So
Not a
it's
global
just,
star.
it's just like, y'all don't know Floyd.
Not a
But
global
Anthony
star.
Joshua, he fight here, he doing his thing. So
Yeah.
we can't hate that. Now Floyd, the boy bad, but he didn't fight everywhere.
Vegas, he fought like from 05 on up. It was just Vegas.
I just
You
told
do
you.
your research.
Yeah, because his last non-Vegas fight was Sean Mitchell at the Rose Garden in Oregon.
You be doing your research.
Yeah.
We both in sync. You're absolutely right. Sean Mitchell, he had Arturo Gotti, New Jersey.
Yup,
That was
yup.
New Jersey. And then after that, he's been in Vegas.
After Oscar,
All
just
time.
Vegas.
And
Vegas.
then also, you pointed this out to me as well. Think about amateur boxing. All right, so first you start off in the states. You conquer the whole state. I'm the best in Georgia. Okay. Now you go to the regionals. I'm the best in this whole region. Oh, it's getting even bigger. I'm a national champion. Guess what's after that? International, the Olympics and stuff like that.
Correct.
It only gets bigger. So why is the amateur system is about doing this? But when you become world champion, you're gonna close
Keep
right
it,
back on
yeah.
up. So
Makes
it's
sense,
just
yeah.
like, I think they even talking about taking the boxing out of the Olympics, if I ain't mistaken.
They did, but it's actually been reinstated though.
Yeah,
It's been
why are they
reinstated.
doing it? It's not as famous as it used to be. It's not. It's
And a
not
lot
as
of
big as it used to
corruption.
be.
Yeah.
So it's we need. I'm gonna take over this
They
whole
put
thing.
break dancing in the fucking Olympics.
But I'm finna take over this whole boxing game and show y'all how we do this thing. I'm finna knock heads off, make this a global sport again, and write checks. Plain and simple.
All right. Well, Brian Norman Jr. and Senior, gentlemen and scholars, thank you for talking to True School Sports.
All right.